Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning to St. Michael's Lutheran Church. I welcome all who are worshiping with us here in person, as well as all who are worshiping with us online on this 10th Sunday after Pentecost. Today we have a blessing for students and for teachers, for families, for grandparents and parents, those who will be entering a new school year. So today we will have a blessing for those who will be entering this new season that is coming up, where we all can feel kind of the hubbub of the time, the traffic increases, and we can just tell, even as a community, that a new school year has begun. Today we're going to hear a story from the book of Hebrews, and it's a story about the faith of heroes and of perseverance, particularly in times of challenge. And we're going to hear words like cloud of witnesses. And of course, we have Jesus, who remains our perfect model and perfecter of faithful endurance. We have a Teach Us to Pray class after worship today. You're welcome to join us for that. And there's a video that we've been following, a video series. And on Thursday, so I wanted to just make note of, please take a look at all of your announcements. There are some new announcements in there, particularly one that came to my attention late this past week regarding a webinar on Thursday. A webinar on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. It's on caring congregations, caring for those with dementia. If you're interested in that webinar, there is a cost to that, but just let me know and we can try to set something up for you on that. That's this Thursday. I think it's at 7 o'clock on August 21st. But please take a look at your announcements for anything else that might be of interest to you today. So before we get into the call, before we enter the call to worship this morning, I wanted to tell you a little story before we begin, my own little temple talk here. So today in the book of Hebrews, we're learning about some heroes of faith. And so often our heroes of faith are those generations before us who have shaped, who have been challenged by something, and it is their faith that gets them through and gets them into facing times that are less challenging because of their faith. So there's some folks here this morning who are wearing aprons. So the story I have to tell you is around wearing an apron, and how one woman of faith wore an apron in order to persevere and stay steadfast in her faith. This woman, her name is Susanna Wesley. Some of you might recognize the last name Wesley because she is the mother